Strange. I know he dropped something, but I just am not sure what he dropped. Whatever, it doesn't. Yeah. We was popping off. We was doing what it do. And the game sucks now. Like he still plays it, but I'm just saying I really don't want to play this game because it's just ass. It's just like really bad. Like how you gonna make two gods, two iconic gods, ass back to back? Like jeez. Like sheesh. That shit is garbage, dude. And like I've always like I just didn't like Ajax, especially when they put him in charge. Since the jump, because some of these gods were just like it just didn't make sense. Like especially when I was playing it like a lot. He's like, yeah, just build anti-heal on tier. I'll never forget that day. I'm just like, bro, what the? What do you mean just build anti-heal? This guy he just heals forever. Stop being a dick and like do something. And it took him half a year to nerf tier, and I'm just saying, bro, this shit is ass. This game is ass. He's still in charge too. It's just ass. Thank God he's not in charge of god design anymore. He just doesn't make it better. He's like director, but like that shit is ass. And like he doesn't even admit it. He doesn't even admit his ass. He just be like, hey, you know what? We did a thing. Haha. Everybody loves this god. I'm like, bruv? He's just like, bruv, no. Like, no one wants this shit. Like, put someone else in charge, please. Thing is, so one of the things about the game, and it's just like games in general, is like, RNG is fine, but it's like, it really depends. Because, like, I remember one of the things that annoyed me while I played Smite is, like, especially when Bancroft's Talon was, like, really big in the meta. Like, when they changed Bancroft's Talon. Like, old Bancroft Talons was fine. Like, I think you get more lifesteal the lower health you get or something like that. But the new one is just, it's just, like, stupid. Because there's no way to like really calculate how much damage you're gonna take. Cause I'm sitting here fighting Scylla, and like of course Scylla's Scylla, she's gonna do whatever she does. She's like a late game god, she has to ramp up and do all that shit. And I had a pretty decent lead. And I'm just sitting in the middle lane, just doing what I need to do, just doing what it be. And I dropped her down to like 25% HP. And I'm like, her crushes aren't hitting that hard, so I can probably push my advantage. I'm gonna beat her up. Do what needs to be done. We out here. And then I hit her with one move, right? And I'm like, yeah, I can take this. Oh shit. I can take this crush and I'll be fine. I had like 700 HP. And I had a level advantage. And this crush, she had Bancroft selling. And this crush did like 600 damage to me. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, how am I ever supposed to do that much damage? Like, that's just ass. Like, RNG like that is not fun to play against. And which makes why I don't enjoy playing that game as much anymore. Like, I don't even really like playing Arena because Conquest is ass right. I gotta back up. Conquest is ass right now. And it's been ass for like a while. It's been essentially the same season for the past 2 years. Yeah, he's just gonna do the run shit. It's been the same. It's just been the same season, like on loop. Yeah, it's like yeah. Siege is a really fun game mode, but like no one plays it because why would you play Siege when you just play Arena and do the same thing? Arena's just straight up more fun. That's like the game is just not fun. That's like the main problem. It's literally the Destiny problem right now. It's just not fun to play. Like, of course, if you're if you're like you're a streamer and like or you play like high level rank and like high level rank conquest, you'd be alright. But like for well, I guess I'm a casual now. But like for people like me, I'm just like I'm not interested in rank. Don't want to play it that much. So that there's not really much for me to do other than play arena. And like unlike in Destiny, like PvP, like you could just meme and shit in like D2, but like in fucking Smite, it's not really that many characters to meme with, because they either all suck or just get dumpstered by top tiers. Ah, I just got sliced. Oh. It's like you either play top tiers or you lose, which is basically what the game is right now. Like they just need to hire, like get someone else to build, like help with the game. That's like really it. That's the same thing I would say about like D2. Like I understand they're independent right now, and this is a conversation that I actually had with Monk earlier this week, where it's like we all understand that they're independent and that's cool and all, but like there are just some things that's just not working. Like I'm sure there's like other studios that'd be down to help, just to like to make the game better. But it's like I think people, let me say this about Ajax. I think he'll think that like the studio's a failure or whatever. If they actually, or people might look at it at the optics and think it's a failure if they ask for outside help, which is not true in its entirety. Because like the prime example I can give you is season the Black Armory season. I don't remember what it's called, but the Black Armory season is probably the best example of outsourcing some of your stuff to get. To be fair, they were on a time limit because they were under Activision, but still, that's an amazing example. You know how amazing that season is, and still is. It's probably one of the better seasons in the game. Like there's so much like lore, so much like all the guns were amazing. They brought back a decent amount of old guns. They brought 3 new exotics plus an old gun. Like that season was just as a first season to come after DLC, which is usually probably one of Bungie's weakest seasons, historically speaking. It's like one of the best ones like in the entire game. What am I doing here? It's the same thing. Like asking for outside help is never a bad thing. Like of course they're making changes now that are good and healthy for the game, for D2 specifically. Now I don't know so much about Smite, but they're making changes, but like they have to contend with they've had 2 seasons that were pretty bad. And I like this season too. I'm still enjoying it, but for the difference is like I'm just a hardcore player. Like I just play to play sometimes. Like I don't really care about the content as much, as long as there's something new to do. But like for other players like you, or like even Monk, who's not really like playing as hardcore as he would, there's nothing for him to do because he doesn't enjoy PvP as much as like I do. Like even me and Wolfie, like he's been enjoying it because a lot of the PvP changes that they've made. And that's again, that's like one of the things with Season of the Drifter when it came out. It's like they focus so hard on a certain game mode, but it's a game mode that not everybody enjoys playing. So there's just a lack thereof of just content, which in season again, like season the probably the best two seasons outside of like the outside of expansions that are standalone amazing are Season of Opulence and the Black Armory season. Those are the two best seasons in D2. I want to compare it to D1 because it's just a completely different game entirely, honestly. And like that season had a little bit of everything. Like there was hidden stuff, there was sneaky stuff. Like you had what you had, the truth came back. You had stuff like Bad Juju coming back, which was amazing. The Triumph season, like that whole tribute hall is just an amazing. Like, there's like really nothing in it, but like to go back in there and see everything you've done for the past 2 years is just like, wow, mind blown. I can't believe this. This is amazing. This is amazing. And it's just, but again, that's just another season that had content for everyone, and the sandbox wasn't like super crazy, which is really it's just really sad to see.